Uncle Mark here once again. Maybe you have a 2006 to 13 Chevy Impala. This is a 10. They're all the same. This will also work, I believe, with similar years of Monte Carlo because the bumper, the lights, and the hood are the same. But they call it a different car. Let's say your light's out. How do you get at it to change maybe a bulb? It could be a signal light, it could be the running light, it could be the headlight. I'll show you how to get it off of there. Just need a couple tools. First thing you'll notice is a clip here, and there's a bolt there. Show you how to get those out. The clip is easy, just move it. I think you pull it up, that's right, and then push it back. Up and back. And this is why, because it's got a cutout. So you pull it up, and then the cutout's through there, so then you're gonna push it back. And then it'll come out. That's part one. Don't lose that. Now if you come to the top here, you'll see there's, under the dirt there, there's a little nut there. Now it looks like it's a 1/4 inch. Zoom you in. So it's pretty easy to get out of there. Just loosen it. Easier said than done. It's got a big washer in it, you'll see. And a lot of fluff on it too. Washer won't fall off, so don't worry about that. 1/4 inch. 1/4 inch. Now all you should do is, it should just, so you got to pull it out, and there's probably a little guy in here too that's going to want to come out. Maybe not. Just wiggle it. And we'll show you what it looks like on this side. Now you could just let it sail out. I guess you can. If you need to remove it, unplug this. Well, let's do it. Let's unplug that first. Now hopefully you can see. Try not to jiggle too much. It's got a clip here. Push down, and you should be able to, with both hands, pull it apart. If you take a close look at this clip, see right there, it's got a little thing that's going to stop it from pulling out. So that's what you're doing when you push down to this side. It pulls this piece up like that, and then you can pull out. And that's how you can have the light out. So I'm just going to show you what it looks like in here. So this is just where the wires go in for these bulbs. So that's nothing. But let's pull this out first. Right? That's that guy there. This you probably need a little pair of pliers or something if you can grab it, turn it. There we go. And pull it out. And I'm not sure the number of this. It's one of those little guys. And those just go, if you look at the way that it is there, it's just flat. It just, same thing, there's only one way it can go in there. It's a 194. Yarr. If we can get that back in there. Oh, I'll show you the end. It's like a butterfly kind of thing, only goes in one way. And you're going to want to turn it. Done. Now your low beam, same thing. Turn that, pull it off. There you see it in there. Zoom in. Enhance, as what's the name would say. There it is. Just pull that up a little bit and back. Looks like that's an H11. That's for the driving light. I was wondering because I don't have the book. So let's go back and order new one. Snap it in there. Turn it in. Go clockwise till it falls inside. Then, or yeah, counterclockwise. Then clockwise, and that goes back in there. So your high beam, same kind of thing. Let's take a look in there. So for the high beam, again, turn it counterclockwise, pull it out. Pull up on that just lightly and wiggle it. There you go. And your high beam looks like it's an H9. When you get the new one, try not to touch that. Because it gets really hot. And if you have oil on there from your fingers, it could make it burn out early. So they claim, goes back in, counterclockwise, or clockwise, which is this way, right? And then put your little cover back on. Oh, it looks like this little gasket there too. Don't lose that. Feel around. Yeah. And it goes clockwise. There you go. Signal light. It should be easy. It just turns. So there's the bulb, and it just pops out. An 1157, and then it's got some other numbers on there. It looks like it might be NAX or Max, N-A-K, or something like that. We'll try and look it up here. And it's got one of these strange little ends that it doesn't matter if it goes in that way or that way. It's always the same. See how these bottom two are over that way? If you flip it over, they're still over that way. So just plug it in. And then it just goes back in. You'll see there's little tabs here. Down there, down there, down there. There's three of them, so it only goes in one way. So try and sit it in there. Sorry guys. And just wiggle it in there and then give it a turn. It should snap. There you go. This top part stays on top like that. Let's plug it in. Should just snap in. Snappy, snappy. All right. Let's get you closer so you understand what I'm showing you. This piece is going to go in there. That's going to hold this light from popping out this way. So let's put that in there. And remember, these pieces are what that plastic piece sits on. Actually, might as well show you how this works. When you're going to stick it in later, it's going to click like that. And then you're going to push it down. That's what's going to lock it in. Just so you know what it looks like. But let's worry first about this in that hole. Might be a good time to check it before you put it all back together. It's not hard to do. I'm going to wait. I know it works, but we'll check it after. It's going to be hard to see what we're doing, but you know where it's going. That's just got to go in that hole. So, and this piece is going to slide up here to that bolt. May be hard to see what you're doing. Same with up here. Gonna have to move around in that. Just try and push it in there. So that should line up in there, and that'll line in there. And this piece is going to hold, and then your bolt's going to hold there. At the same time, you're trying to move around here. Might take some jiggling around. Don't forget this too. Those little pieces are going to go in that hole. There's two of them, one lower, one higher. Watch that, wiggle it a little bit, and it's in there. Okay, let's get our clip for this. The clip goes this way. Remember, there's little fingers in there that are going to want to go in the hole, so hold it this way, put it down until you get to about that guy. Try and force it so that the bottom is going up like that too. Should just snap in. Good. All we have to do is just worry about this bolt right here. Move you in there. You might have to push the light a little bit. Remember, it's a 10 millimeter. Just got a little 1/4 inch ratchet. Moving that in there. You have to give the light a bit of a push to get that in there. Maybe some jiggling you have to do. May help if you have this all set up. And go the right way. It takes some work to get it to thread. Is it going in there? It is not. Let's take a look and see what we've got. Oh, maybe it is. Wow. Feels like it's not going in. I don't know if it's that kind of a, oh, maybe it is. It's kind of a loose fit. I don't know. Oh, yeah, okay. No, it's fine. No, don't make it too tight. Just snug it up. Good. And easy enough. Probably a good idea just to try the bulbs out first. Make sure everything works. So we've got headlight, high beams, low beams. There's a park light on, hopefully, and a signal. And that's that. Just save yourself some money. So that's going to do it for this episode. Easy enough. It works. If you had any trouble with the bulbs, they should be fine now. And it just shows you how easy it was. You can do that, can't you? For the cost of a bulb, whatever that is, depending on which bulb it is, your owner's manual should tell you if it's a signal light bulb, what the number is. If it's this other bulb, what that number is. I bought the car and it didn't have the owner's manual, so I don't know what the numbers are. Remember to be safe. Your safety is your responsibility and should be priority number one. Also, if you like the video, why not give me the thumbs up? Plus, please subscribe. You can just ring the bell to get all notifications. It's easy. We'll show you how. Ring the bell. Ring the bell.